Hey, is it still morning? Nope, it's afternoon. Hey, good afternoon on Wednesday, April 15th. Have you taken control of your day? Have you taken control of your mind? Have you taken control of your thoughts and moods and all of that? And aren't you glad it's not tax day? See, something to be grateful for. Yeah, I think you'd rather have your life back, right? So taking control of our days is different every day, but hopefully it's becoming a little bit more positive. For some of us, we're getting a little bit more sun. Sun always helps, for me anyway, makes the day a lot brighter. Ha, pun intended. But waking up with intention, especially if you've accomplished something the night before or the day before, you learn a lot. We learn a lot about ourselves when we go through stuff like this. And what I mean by this is, obviously we're all having to stay home and just rough it and see what's going to happen next. But I have faith and hope and optimism on my side. How about you? So taking control of your day starts out with intention. Waking up with purpose and wanting to have a good day. You can change your moods. It's really hard to believe that when you're in a crappy one, for sure. Trust me, definitely one of those kind of people. Yeah, you just don't like being told what to do, right? That's the act that I put on. I don't know if anybody's been through the Landmark Forum or whatever, but it's several philosophies and several ways of becoming a better person and just acknowledging all the things that have held you back all your life and overcoming those. We tell ourselves these stories that we're conditioned with. And the older that we get, and sometimes it starts out really young, and you're already convinced by the time you're an adult that, your life is crap, and what's the point? And so you will always have these issues. You will always have, bad fortune or whatever else. And those Pollyannas, those people that just are the good morning cheerful people, just make me sick, right? A lot of people are like that. That's called being cynical, and that's really sad, because you can change that, You have plenty of time to sleep and rest and be cynical when you're gone. And you're going to be gone someday, so might as well make the best of it. And with all this that's going on, it's pretty scary. It's something that we've never dealt with before. And also, it's not the worst that it could possibly be, like the Black Plague back in the day in the medieval times, and nobody knew anything about anything, and they were barbaric, and if you didn't like someone, you just clubbed them over the head with a rock, right? It could have been like that. And I don't know if you're able to reflect on old movies and old philosophies and old thinking and all of that, but you can see that we've come a long ways. And even though we still have our technology, there's unknowns and all of that, but still, you can still wake up with intention and take control of your day and take control of your thoughts and be optimistic, see the opportunity in all of the things that aren't good, because that's always there. And sometimes you'll see people that have the least are the happiest, because they're happy to be breathing and smiling and dancing and loving and all of that. So anyway, just all a matter of perspective. We're all kind of spoiled, right? We don't want what we want. We're impatient. And when I say we, I'm talking about me, of course. But that's why I come on here to be accountable. This is my daily accountability, and have you taken control of your day. Live broadcast, which I didn't do yesterday, because I stayed focused to finish a project that's been driving me crazy. And I did finish the project about 1 o'clock this morning. And got it done. Yeah, and I just got a call on that one thing. So that's the other thing too. You can't control, well, you can click on decline. You can't control other activities and other actions and other visits and all of that, but you can control how you respond to it. And sometimes it's a little easier than others or more difficult than others, but waking up with intention starts with talking yourself out of anything that's negative, whether that be fatigue or being tired or being discouraged or frustrated or whatever else. You can turn that right around. A friend of mine gave me this chart somewhere. Yeah, it's right here. It's backwards. This is feeling words. So for every negative, there's also a positive, right? So that's what you do. You're feeling crappy, you're feeling like you want to complain, write it down. And then that's not all. You have to also come up with the opposite. So make it a game, whatever it takes. You got to change your thoughts, you got to change your mood, your Make your intentions be something that's going to be worthwhile, that's going to pay off, that's going to be something that you're happy that you did. That's why we always start out the day being grateful. And some people might meditate or pray, and that's part of it. Just really concentrate on what it is that you're grateful for, because that's going to set the precedence for, or that's going to set the base for the rest of your day. So, listing out all the things you have to do, realize when you make that list, it might expand, or you might not get them all done. But that's why you want to accomplish the biggest, hardest one first. And so, today kind of worked out that way. Sometimes, if I don't get a workout in, I'm going to feel crappy. So no matter what, I'm just going to at least run around the park. Of course, we got to stay away from people and mask ourselves and everything else. But getting that out of the way, and also just reaching out and having a plan to get together with somebody virtually or a phone call or whatever. Have plans and look forward to those things. Have tasks, have projects, check them off. Feel good about that. At the end of the day, remember anything that you can, at least 3 things that you're grateful for before you go to sleep. That's really helpful. Make sure that you're going to go to sleep with something positive on your mind. I know that's not always easy either, but it's really going to help you to wake up and take control of your morning, whether that be by waking up to an alarm. And honestly, as much as I advocate this, I have had difficulty with that. I will set my alarm for a certain time, and even though that's plenty of sleep, it just feels so good to stay there. And so I hit the alarm, and then I pay for it. And that's the whole thing I come on here and say not to do. But I'm not perfect. I'll keep trying. I'll keep on trying. I will. And I will do better. But I feel pretty good about today, even though I took yesterday off. It's going to be a skip in the continuity of my everyday post, because I've got every single one of these saved up on YouTube. I don't know who would want to look at them, but it's kind of funny. Some of them are, especially when you look at the different hairstyles. And I don't post the ones that are really, really embarrassing, but so far I haven't had too many of those. So that's the other thing too. Make some funny videos. Do some dance-offs, make somebody laugh, entertain somebody, or tell a boring story if you want. But put yourself out there, because, when you put yourself out there, it's going to make somebody else happy. Crazy as it sounds, somebody out there wants to see you. Trust me, I do. So that being said, have a great remainder of your Wednesday hump day, April 15th, middle of the month. Crazy, isn't that crazy? This time is still going by. In fact, we're just a little bit closer to being done with this damn pandemic BS, because I'm sick of it, really sick of it. Even though I might not be suffering, I worry about the people that I love who are suffering. And if there's anybody in your life that is like that, that's whether it means that they didn't get their stimulus check, or whether that means that they can't work and they're worried about their next check, or they're paying the rent, or they're whatever. Try to help them out in whatever way you can. And sometimes that's just reaching out and saying hello, that you love them and that you are there for them, and that's all they really need. So one day at a time, one step at a time. So there you have it. All right, go out there and, like I said, be good to somebody else, and especially yourself. All right, you take care.